A very good morning, students. So this is a continuation video on the chapter energy. In the previous video we have learned the definitions of energy and different forms of energy. The capacity of doing work is known as energy, and if a person is having more energy within him or her, he or she can do more work. Okay, so energy is associated with work done, or you can say work is related with energy, right? So SI unit of energy is joule, and other units are calorie and kilocalorie. 1 calorie equals to 4.2 joule, and 1 kilocalorie equals to 4200 joule. So this was all about energy. Now there were kinetic energy and potential energy. The energy possessed by a body due to its motion is known as kinetic energy, and the energy possessed by a body due to its height or position, which is at rest, is known as potential energy. And kinetic energy and potential energy combined, they are said to be as mechanical energy. So mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. So apart from this, again, kinetic energy and potential energy, we have seen there are various forms of energy, various types of energy. Like you see solar energy, or you see light energy, you can see sound energy, that is energy which that is possessed by the vibration of an object. That is heat energy, the energy that shows the content of energy contained in a body, that is measured by heat energy. Also we have mechanical energy, also we have chemical energy. So these are the different forms of energy which we have already discussed in our previous video. In today's video we will see that how energy is converted in one form to another and why it is required. You see, suppose you are feeling cold in winter and you have kept a pile of woods near you, but until and unless you light them up, burn them, you will not feel warm. So you see, this wood which is kept beside you, that contains chemical energy, and as soon as you burn, this chemical energy gets converted to light energy and heat energy. So you see, chemical energy is getting converted into light and heat energy, right? So there are various forms of energy which gets transferred from one form to another. So when I say what is law of conservation of energy, so law of conservation of energy states that energy cannot be created nor be destroyed, it gets transferred from one form to another, right? So here we will see that what are the various forms of transformation of energy. So one by one we will see the examples where the energy is getting transferred from one form to another, right? So the first point you see here, when a ball roll uphill, the kinetic energy of ball is converted into potential energy. Now what is said here, you see, suppose on the top of a hill we have a ball which is rolling down. Just you see here, suppose we have a hill and the ball is at the ground level. So at this level it is being pushed up. If I consider this one as point to be as A, this point to be as B, and this point to be as again C. So at point A, you see this ball is being pushed up the hill. Now here the height is maximum, this height is maximum, so here we say the potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is minimum, right? Because the object is at rest now. Now when this ball is made to roll down the hill, what happens? Potential energy gets decreased due to reduction of height, and whereas kinetic energy gets increased due to object in motion. So similarly, the motion gets continued and repeatedly potential energy becomes maximum due to increase in height, and kinetic energy decreases. And similarly, when the object falls down, potential energy decreases and kinetic energy increases. So both the summation of potential energy and kinetic energy, overall it remains same. So that is also considered to be as total energy. Okay, mechanical energy and total energy, here it is same, right? So next we will see that light energy is converted into chemical energy through the process of photosynthesis. That means the plants, they prepare food, they trap heat energy, that is sunlight, and that light energy is converted into glucose. That means that light energy is converting into food. That means it is into chemical energy. So light energy is getting converted to chemical energy by the process of photosynthesis. Next we see solar cell converts light energy into electrical energy. The solar cell, that means you see there are some panels, that is street lights, they are using these solar cells, solar panels, where different solar cells are being placed. They trap heat energy and they convert this light energy into electrical energy. They gives us light. Okay, that we say that LED, that is solar lights which you use near the amusement parks and all. Next, steam engines use chemical energy contained in coal to produce steam by boiling water. You see, steam engines generally what they do, they burn the coal, and the chemical energy which is contained in the coal is being converting into heat, and due to heat that water gets boiled up and they produce steam, and which lets the engine move forward. Okay, so this is how this steam engine converts chemical energy into, you see, motion, that is kinetic energy. That means the object, the main purpose is to move the engine. So the engine moves forward only when the steam pushes the you see the pressure in the backward direction. That means the steam, so here steam engine, they are producing the steam. So how they are producing the steam? By burning the coal. That is, by burning the coal means converting chemical energy into kinetic energy, right? Loudspeaker converts electrical energy to sound energy. So loudspeaker, the microphone which you use, that means that also converts this electrical energy to sound energy. That means speech energy, that is called speech, electrical energy. Battery converts chemical energy to electrical energy. Similarly, electric bulb converts electrical energy to light and heat energy. So these are the different forms or the different transformations of energy which we see in our daily life. You can see in your screen, this is the solar cell. Okay, that here total we consider to be a solar panel. Yes, total cells are there. This solar cell, it converts solar energy into electrical energy. This is the loudspeaker which converts electrical energy to sound energy. So when I am giving an example of kinetic energy and potential energy, you see when the ball was down, the kinetic energy was converting into potential energy. Now when the ball is zooming down the inclined plane, we will say that potential energy is converting to kinetic energy. So these are the different forms of conversion of energy, that is transformation. Television, electric energy converts into light and sound energy. Telephone converts sound energy to electrical and back to sound at the other end of the phone. Solar cell converts light to electrical energy. Here, geyser and toaster converts electrical energy to heat energy. Washing machine and grinders, they convert electrical to mechanical energy. Cells or batteries convert chemical to electrical energy, and charging of batteries, that is electrical to chemical energy. Burning of wood in fireplace converts chemical to heat and light energy. And windmill converts chemical, that is mechanical and electrical. Here the movement of the blades, that means that converts mechanical energy to, and it produces electricity, that is to electrical energy. So this is the perfect example of law of conservation of energy, that is a roller coaster. You see, it has a set of cars going up and down a steel track. It can even go upside down. At the start of the ride, that is at point A, the roller coaster has maximum potential energy, say E. It is at rest, so its kinetic energy will be E plus 0, that is E, right? So the total energy at point A is total potential energy. As it zooms down the track, the roller coaster gains speed and loses height. So when this roller coaster is zooming down, then it will increase its kinetic energy and its potential energy gets decreased. At point B, the potential energy becomes 0. According to the law of conservation of energy, no energy can be created or destroyed. So all the potential energy at point A is getting converting into total kinetic energy at point B. So which is the maximum energy at roller coaster will move with the maximum speed here in this at point B. After point B, the roller coaster starts to gain height, so its potential energy starts increasing. And again, we know when this height of this roller coaster is increasing, it will again gain its potential energy, decreasing its kinetic energy. So continuously, when the roller coaster is at a certain height, its potential energy is maximum and kinetic energy is 0. And when it zooms down the inclined plane, potential energy becomes minimum and kinetic energy becomes maximum. Okay, so this is how it continuously loses and gains height. Each gain in height will lead to an increase in potential energy, and reduction in height will result in reduction in kinetic energy. Next we have hydroelectric power plant. Water stored in a dam is used by a hydroelectric power plant to generate electrical energy. The generation of electrical energy in a hydroelectric power plant is another example of the conservation of energy. So you see in the diagram, this is the hydroelectric power plant. So in the diagram you can see I have drawn a block diagram of hydroelectric power plant. So in hydroelectric power plant, see what is going on here. First, water is getting stored in the dam. So water from the mountains, they are collected in a huge container that is having a 4 walls around it. Within the top that you see the roof is missing here. Generally the dam is constructed in such a way that the walls are very thick and it stores huge amount of water. And when the gates of the dam is opened, okay, the huge amount of water rushes out with high velocity, and high velocity means high speed, so it has maximum kinetic energy. So when the water is stored in a dam, it has maximum potential energy, and when the water is released from the dam, it rushes out with high velocity, having a maximum kinetic energy, which rotates the blades of the turbine. Now this potential energy plus kinetic energy, there is a mechanical energy. Due to mechanical energy, the blades of the turbine gets rotated, and as the blades of the turbine gets rotated, it is connected with a further shaft with the generator. Okay, so when the blades of a turbine are getting rotated, they will produce electricity with the help of generator. You see how mechanical energy is converting into electrical energy. This is the main purpose of the hydroelectric power plant, right? So this diagram also you will be drawing in your exercise book. So these are the few choose the correct option questions you will be writing in your exercise book. I will be discussing the answers also. Electromagnet converts dash into dash energy. So you see electromagnet converts magnetic into electrical energy. Next question number 2. If the speed of a moving body is more, the kinetic energy is more. That means kinetic energy depends upon speed. If speed is more, kinetic energy is more. So answer number 2 is more. Number 3. When the roller coaster is on the ground, its dash is 0. That is potential energy is 0. Just now we have seen when the roller coaster, that is the set of cars running in a track that is at rest and it is at the lower portion that is near to the ground, its potential energy is always 0. So answer number 3 is potential energy. Number 4. When the batteries are charged, electrical energy is converting into dash energy. That means it gets converted to chemical energy. That means charging is the reverse process of discharging. In the discharging process, chemical energy gets converted to electrical energy. Here, electrical energy is converting into chemical energy. So number 4, chemical energy. Number 5, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. That is according to the law of conservation of energy. Same here, the name the following. Ability to do work, answer is energy. Point number 2, kinetic and potential energy together is called mechanical energy. Point number 3, the energy that is released during the chemical reaction, that is chemical energy. Number 4, form of energy related with the vibration of matter, that is sound energy. Form of energy related to moving charged particles, that is electrical energy. An object which converts chemical energy to electrical energy, you can consider to be as battery. The SI unit of energy is joule. Point number 2, a stretched rubber band has kinetic energy, electrical energy, magnetic energy or potential energy. That the number 2 answer is potential energy. Energy used by maglev trains, that is a magnetic trains, that is magnetic energy. The objects that converts mechanical energy to electrical energy, they are the windmills. Okay, so number 4 answer, windmills. At the highest point, a roller coaster has high kinetic energy. That is only kinetic energy, right? Sorry, that will be potential energy, because at the highest point potential energy is maximum, so it has potential energy. That is option number B. So these are the true and false that also you will be doing by yourself. The only form of energy visible to human eye is light energy. That is true. A steam energy runs on electrical energy. That is false. Energy given out by the sun is due to nuclear fusion. That is true. A loudspeaker converts electrical energy to sound energy. That is true. And match the following. So at least this match the following will be trying by yourself. Okay, others I have helped. You see the video and I will be giving the question answer photo or the PDF file in your class group, so you will be writing from there. So after watching the video, you just write your name on the comment section and make sure you are preparing well for your coming online test, and I want 100% response from your class. So whether you are watching the video seriously or not, just make or write a comment or write your name in a comment box section, right? Thank you.